guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are about to start our very favorite harvest of the year, which is harvesting sweet potatoes. We love harvesting sweet potatoes. It's so much fun to find what you are finding under the ground. We planted these back in May, so it's been almost 120 days, which is how long you let them go. Next week would technically be the 120 days, but it's supposed to rain all next week, so we're going to try to get them all harvested this week. Let me show you what we have to harvest. We have a field of sweet potatoes to harvest. So most of these were just slips that we transplanted. But this row over here, I mean, yes, there are rows here, but this farthest over here, we planted whole sweet potatoes. So I'm going to see whether those do better or these do better. So we're going to start off. We're going to try to find some vines and get digging. We got one cute little helper there holding the basket. We got one cute helper there pulling around her Jeep. And we got one cute supervisor who's just going to sit there and probably fuss because he's going to be, ready to be done. But we'll get this done. You want to pull that sweet potato, Bethany? Is it heavy? Do I need to snip it?
Yeah.
This one was sticking right out of the ground. Now can you try? Oh, it's so big. Oh, let me see. Let me see, Bethany. Let me see that big potato. Wow, it's so big. Nice. And Peter's mad, so we're probably going to have to stop soon. We got 3 potatoes. Woohoo! So I pulled this potato, and I would almost say by the looks of it, the amount of roots and stuff coming out of it, I wonder if this is what I planted back, in the spring. I don't know. Or if these are just random roots. It's interesting. But I'm pretty happy with what we've gotten so far. Look at this guy. We got this, I think, from one of the whole potatoes I planted. I think there's a little mound right here. It's so much fun. Nice little potato. I came across one plant that I think had gotten eaten by voles already. Like, it looked like there should have been plants and stuff, but there was absolutely nothing there. Oh, we got ants. Ah, hate ants. Let's see what's in this mound. This is definitely a whole potato. Ooh. I'm going to dig this one with 2 hands. There's ants in there. Maybe I'll get a shovel too. I don't know. This mountain looks promising. I was going to dig over there where that ant pile was, but I feel like if I just leave it be for a bit, ants might disappear. And then we can try again later. Well, let's look in here. Probably going to have to be done soon anyway, because I think Peter's about had it with his mother doing sweet potatoes. So we've had a little vole damage. Not bad, but a few. Which I kind of was thinking we might. I mean, like, that's a nice looking potato right there. It's like this one's been munched a little bit. Little damage. Once they dry, that'll be fine. I'll just peel that part off. They just won't be perfect potatoes. We have to pause because Peter is done. So we're going to pause for a little bit. Maybe we can come back during nap time or something. Let me show you what we got. So we got a little bit over here. Not crazy. We did like maybe 3 hills over here. And then we have that nice pile over there. And then the pile with ants over there that we'll wait and see if they leave by the time we come back later. So this is pretty crazy. This is a tiny little bit of sweet potato that got eaten by a vole. And it has sprouted a whole bunch of sweet potato slips. Kind of interesting. I think we also have one right here too. It looks like it sprouted. Let's see if I can find that one. Yep, same thing happened there. A couple sweet potato slips. Curious to see what's in this hole. Just a raised up little mound. I feel like there's got to be some sweet potatoes in here. Yep. At least one. Kind of growing out here in the walk path, so it's a little bit harder to get out. Probably because we walked on it a ton, I walked on this dirt anyway. I don't want to break it. We're back for day 2 of picking. We got a bunch picked yesterday, but we still have a lot more to go. So we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna show you what I did with my sweet potatoes yesterday and tell you a little bit about it. So I've heard about curing them where you just leave them in the sun for like 2 days. And you flip them on like the day. You got one? So I've heard of where you cure potatoes in the sun. No, don't chuck it. And just let them sit here for a while and then they're cured, I guess. So I'm trying it with this batch and this batch over here. I did notice that this little guy right here got a little bit of nibble in the night, so I don't know if that's our best plan here. So we'll see. We still have at least 2/3 of this patch, and we still have that patch over there. What? The shovel? The shovel is over there. I'm definitely noticing as I am digging in here that it is incredibly dry. I don't know if you can see it, but there is dust coming up. Anyway, we are making progress in our digging here. Peter was grumpy, so I had to go put him to sleep, and kids are now doing something else. So maybe I can get a little bit done before it heats up a little bit. It's supposed to be 95 today, and whew, that's gonna be toasty out here in the sun. So try to get some done before it really gets hot. The crazy part is it was 57 earlier this morning, and all the kids were shivering at breakfast and, you know, getting out the winter gloves and hats and all the things. Okay, so there's a plant here, but there does not appear to be any sweet potatoes on the plant. Well, they're a little tiny baby one, I guess. That's kind of weird. Most of these have been yielding at least a few sweet potatoes. Oh well. You know, because I put up the camera to show you. Try over here. Gotta love the runners that like disappear in the Never Never Land. You never can tell that there might just be a big old sweet potato hiding over there somewhere searching for water. So I've noticed we've gotten a lot of vole damage. And I wonder if that is because it's been so dry that like the sweet potatoes actually have moisture. And so the voles are coming to the sweet potatoes. So I did not actually water these very much. Just I couldn't get out here and water them very much with having a baby, and yeah, just was not high on my priority list, and I did not have sprinklers set up this year. So honestly, I'm kind of surprised I got as much as I have so far. It's fine. It is what it is. You know, you can't always do everything every year. So I'll be grateful for the harvest we get, and there'll be enough. This is a Sing It year patch. Made this back to Eden style garden a couple years ago. And so just, you know, leaves and compost and wood chips. And even last year it didn't get a heavy layer of compost or wood chips because I didn't have a whole ton by the time I got to mulching this part. So again, it is what it is. And it'll be fine. I got rid of, well, we scared away the deer for a while, and that helped because they were munching this pretty good, and groundhogs are munching it pretty good, and there's not really anything in that pile either. That's weird. It says the Ed row, and I did get some on here already, so I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's try one more plant. Not that you can see the digging anymore. So, okay, let me show you this. I think I might have showed you this yesterday. There's a little sprouty, a little sweet potato slip. I gotta go plant somewhere. And earlier, I was finding like actual sweet potatoes down here. Sometimes there's just like a little bit. There's not actually one under there right now that I can find. know that I've ever had quite so many already start sprouting. So like I said, I thought it was a little bit early, but in a month it's actually sprouting already. I'm like, oh, guess it's a good thing I'm getting these guys out now. Oops. Kind of broke that guy a little bit. Just a little baby guy. So tell me, if you grow sweet potatoes, how do you cure them? What's your favorite method? And how do you grow them? Do you grow them like I do in the Bactine style garden? Or do you grow them somewhere else? Oh hey, a sweet potato. Nice little roaster size. I'm really impressed with how nice looking sweet potatoes are this year. Last year they had a lot of weird holes in them, and this year they're not. Other than like the bowl holes, they're pretty nice looking actually. All right, I found another one. There might be some good ones in here. They're nice. It's hard to actually show you what I'm digging here. I don't really have a tripod, but that's a nice looking one. That's what we like to see. Well, was that it? That's it for that sweet potato plant. Oh, hey, there might be one over there. Once I get over there a little bit more. Trying not to disturb all the layers here, but it is kind of difficult. It just happens.
Ready?
We found a hole.
Fire.
So Anna's gonna dig it. Hey, gentle, gentle. Remember, undig. Just loosen the dirt. Loosen the dirt. Dig around it first. Till you get all the way to the bottom. Okay, look at that big sweet potato. Hold on, Bethany. Wait. Wait till Anna gets it all loose, okay? Did it get munched? Oh, bummer. Yeah, it's okay though. We'll trim it. Hold on, Bethany.
That's you.
There you go. Let's see it, Bethany. That's a big one.
She always gets to hold up the big one.
Here, you can hold up the big one too. It's just a little munched. Let's see if there's any more in there. Because I feel like there probably is. Oh, I feel one over here.
I see one.
But you need to loosen it all the way. It goes that way, like towards your knee.
Yeah, I know. Anna, my holder.
I love it when you find like a hill of sweet potatoes and you're like, ooh, there's probably got to be a bunch in there. Gentle, gentle. Don't pull it until it's ready. Okay? Sometimes you can just kind of wiggle it a little bit. See if it's almost ready. Hold on, Bethany. I can't see. Hey, I can't see. Well, that one looks good. All right. There's probably more in there, but we'll pause for right now. What are you riding on, Bethany? You got your shovel?
Yeah.
What does your shovel do? Are you going to ride it like a horsey? You say giddy up, giddy up?
Giddy up, giddy up.
What does it say?
Giddy up.
Get up.
Yeah.
Look at this big mound. We found it. There's like 4 potatoes in here. Back up a little bit. And that's one, guys. Whoo, doggy. Look at that. That's probably a foot-long sweet potato. So nice looking. Okay, pay attention to where the video camera is going, please. Look at, can you show this potato, please? Look how big that potato is. Woo! Man, we're gonna get pounds of sweet potatoes from this pile. Okay, you were sitting. Alright, so this is one of the ones we did with, hold on, Mama's gonna hold it. Mama's gonna hold it for right now. Can you help me dig in here? This is one we planted whole. So there's a few extra little sprouties over here that look like they sprouted. So I don't know about that. I got a tearful child, so I'm going to just show you what I haul out of this in a minute. Okay, so we got a ton of little tiny potatoes off of that bush. I don't know if just letting them go longer would have gotten bigger sweet potatoes, but in comparison, this was another plant. Way bigger sweet potatoes. I think I'd rather have big sweet potatoes. This whole outside row is all the whole sweet potatoes that I planted. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll kind of keep in comparison, because I definitely want to see if that makes a difference. Okay, that whole sweet potato pile had bigger ones in it, so I don't know yet. Time to take a break, but we have sweet potatoes all over the place. Nice big pile there, some up there, and a little pile over there, and some from the other night. That little bit left, so not bad. We're getting there. Plus, you know, same amount over there. Day 3, sweet potato harvesting, and I just pulled back all the vines. It was kind of like rolling back a carpet, and I wish I could have filmed it, but I didn't have a good way of doing it. Anyway, so now I have like 6 or so plants, maybe 8, to dig up and get the sweet potatoes out of. And hopefully this half will be done. I got one little helper. She is digging, and Anna is watching Peter in the swing, which is great. So this pile of sweet potatoes was all from one whole sweet potato that we planted. So there's a ton of little, tiny little baby potatoes and 2 really good sized potatoes. Are you having fun finding potatoes, Bethany? Do you like finding them? You found one! Mama being silly. This is also very fun. That you can see where there's like mounds of sweet potatoes. I don't know if it shows up super good on camera, but you can tell where there's a sweet potato, because there's little mounds. Oh, my kids found a couch. I was standing here, and there was something moving here, for sure. I don't know what it was. Maybe a... Oh, and it was not even recording. Oh, my word. There was a... You missed it. I was not even recording. But there was a vole that escaped over here. I screamed very loudly, and oh, it escaped. But whoo, it startled me so bad. I'm over here trying to get this one ant, or this, I think it's like our second to last hill. There's a lot of ants in there, but look at that potato. So I was kind of using my shovel to kind of unearth it a little bit, because I did not really want to get bit by the ants. Ta-da! That is what we got for this morning. Over here, nice little bit. So Anna and I were talking last night about how many pounds we guessed we would get out of here, and I think my guess was 125, and Anna guessed 100. So we'll see who's closer. We already took out of here, let's see, probably half a bushel, which I'm guessing is at least 25 pounds, maybe more. We're on day 4 of harvesting sweet potatoes, and we're going to tackle this section now. I gathered up all the ones from the other section, and we got 4 half bushels, so 2 bushels, which I'm guessing is 100 pounds before, like, we've even started this section. Anyway, I did notice a few of the potatoes that I'd left out for like 2 days in the sun. They kind of looked like they'd been partially cooked. And I had that happen one time when I bought some sweet potatoes in a big box, and I left them in the van accidentally. And it got a little too hot, and so they started cooking actually. So I'm gonna have to take care of those sweet potatoes quickly first, and I also have decided that I'm not gonna leave them out in the sun. After all, I'm just gonna let them cure on the porch like I normally do, and it'll be good enough. So hopefully this side does not have as much vole damage as the other side, because there was a lot of vole damage on the other side. So we're gonna get busy. Just gonna start on the edges and work our way in, and I know there's some good ones in here. I've seen some big hills, and I'm pretty excited about harvesting these. What are you doing?
I'm finding potatoes.
What are you looking with?
Finding potatoes.
You're looking for the potatoes? What are you looking with, though?
Apple.
Your eyeballs?
Yeah.
Did you find any yet?
Oh no.
No? Well, will you like it when I find some?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you when I find some. We gotta get through all this viney stuff first, and then we'll find some potatoes. I know there's some right there. She'll be excited about it. There's a mound right there. Alright, I kind of got the edge outlined, so now we can just find the mounds and get to work. Are you excited about it, Bethany?
Yeah.
You hurt your hand.
My toe.
I'm sorry. Right here, look. Can you dig in there a little bit? What do you see? They're like sticking up over there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're sticking up. Oh, look at that guy.
Jack.
Look at that. This is like our first real sweet potatoes out of this section. Let's see. Look under that hat. You see that hat? See there's like a grass hat? Can you pull back the grass hat? What do you see? There's a sweet potato under there.
Heavy.
It is heavy. I think it's going to be really big. Do I need to help you dig it?
Yeah.
It's so big. Hold on, let me make sure it's loose yet. Oh, still got to dig a little more. Oh, there's a little baby guy.
Baby.
Little baby.
Baby.
Oh, here's a little guy. He got a little munched.
Oh.
This guy is so huge. Oh, buddy guy. I mean, look at this guy. He is massive. Where's my pruners go? Let's see if we can help him out by... And there's two on here. This is what I saw the other day when I was wanting to see if they were ready to harvest. Look at that guy. That is big.
I hold that one.
And it's not munched, which is amazing. I'm probably going to have to end here soon because Peter is getting grumpy. This is why it's taking 4 days. You know, that one's not bad looking either. And that one's pretty decent too. That's a lot of sweet potatoes out of one hill. Plus that other big one we had, this one. Those are all from the same hill. Oh, and this guy. All from that hill. I'm going to dig in here, see what else we can find. Oh, I think there's another big one right here. Look at that. Man, that is a lot from one pile. Well, it feels like all. Well, I did not get the sweet potatoes harvested before the rain came. So now we're in muddy yuckiness now probably while I get the rest of these sweet potatoes out. I did not get very far yesterday at all. I think I pulled 2 piles maybe. And that was it. Anyway, hopefully today I can get at least half of this done today. That'd be great. Well, that feels a whole lot more dismal than the other side did. There's a lot of old damage. I mean, this would have been a nice sweet potato, but look how much of it is gone. Like, probably half of it is gone. I mean, because this was in like a big mound, and I'm pretty sure there was a whole bunch more sweet potatoes in there. I mean, like this guy, it's pretty much all gone. So, not quite as good, but oh well. It's a little bit more. So that wraps up the digging part of the sweet potato harvest of this part. I still have some more to harvest, but they're not quite ready yet. So stay tuned for another video of sweet potato digging because it's super fun. I enjoy watching sweet potato digging. So if you have a video of sweet potato digging, let me know and I'll go watch it because I love watching it.
I got done.
Anna's been pruning a lot of stuff for me,
There's
so
a
that's
ton of
helpful.
plants along this wall.
She cleaned up my greenhouse a little bit. Anyway, so we're going to take these up to the house and we'll weigh them in a few days and I'll let you know the totals. But let me know your guess of how many pounds of sweet potatoes we got so far. Put it down in the comments before you hear the answer. And yeah, we're going to go spread these out, try to keep them dry, cure them for a couple of days and all that. So yeah, doing this whole roll up the sweet potato vines, super fun. I love it. And I feel like it's a little bit more efficient than some other ways that I've tried doing this. But I think Buddy is done. So I just finished weighing all the sweet potatoes. It's been like almost 2 weeks since we started harvesting them, and I'm just getting around to finish weighing them all. So I think I said something about having to process a lot of them because they were going bad. And so I did that over the weekend. Got a lot of sweet potato fries in the freezer, and I need to do it still. I need to put the puree that I made in the freezer as well. We've been using it in like pancakes, and I made something else. Oh, I made gnocchi last night with it. So, give me uses for them. Not all is wasted, but it was like 36 pounds of bad sweet potatoes, or that were going bad. So, that was a little bit discouraging. But I weighed the rest of them, and we have 58 pounds of good sweet potatoes, plus the 36 pounds that were bad, that I used up, and 7 pounds more that I found that were kind of a little iffy. So we're going to use them up quick soon as well. So for a grand total of 96 pounds, which I feel like is less than last year, or right around what we got last year. But remember, I still have a whole nother patch to dig still, which I'm going to do soon. Anyway, I was going to wait a little bit longer, but hopefully I can get it done this weekend. So, some things to consider were a lot of them have a lot of vole damage on them. So, like, half the sweet potato is gone. I probably threw away 20 pounds of bad parts of the sweet potatoes as I was working. So, there goes another 20 pounds. So, I could have had more like 125 pounds from this patch of sweet potatoes, but I didn't. But you know what? 50 pounds, 58 pounds that are good, usable sweet potatoes. Still pretty good. Our largest one was, I think, 2.5 pounds. It's not crazy huge. I think we had a 3-pound one last year. But they're still pretty good looking. Let me show you what we have left here. So here's our sweet potatoes. These ones in the back are really good looking, really nice looking, really big. We have a pile of smaller ones, but honestly, not as bad as I thought we were going to have. So, you know, there's the munchy ones, and yeah. It'll be enough, and they will be yummy, and we will enjoy them. I will pack them up in a few days in a box, and we'll store them inside. Don't have any special fancy storage for them, just in my house where it's, you know, 76 pretty much year round, and they'll keep for a while. I mean, we were eating them all the way up until basically when they ran out, honestly. They were starting to get pretty sprouty, so I kind of used them a little faster, but they were so good, and I used them as my starts for this year, so it worked out fine. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you've done some sweet potatoes this year, let me know, and I'll go watch your video too, because I love watching sweet potato harvest videos. They're some of my favorite videos to watch. Anyway, we'll see you next time.